Listen, y'all, it's been a crazy day. I've been trying to sneak away all day to release this word, but I finally got time. So, last night I had a dream, and it literally brought me to tears this morning. The dream that I was having, I literally was in the state, and I was praise breaking. God said, your spirit has been excited, but you haven't seen the physical manifestation of what I'm doing yet. He said, it's because you've been worried about getting your hopes up to get disappointed. He said, you just went through a Hebrews 12 and 27 season, which means that all of creation will be shaken and removed so that only unshakable things will remain. When Abraham was about to sacrifice his son Isaac, God sent him a ram in the bush to sacrifice instead of his son. But because you were obedient and moved with no rebuttal, God said, I'm about to sustain you for a lifetime. Obedience will always move God because it lets him know that you can trust him. That he can trust you. Then it says, he slowed down the ram, but you just caught up to yours. So you won't even be able to slow down what I'm about to be doing. And right now, he's telling me to speak over Amos 9 and 13. It says, yes, indeed, it won't be long now. God's decree. There are things that's going to happen so fast your head will swim one thing fast on the bills of the other. You won't be able to keep up. Everything will be happening all at once. Everywhere you will look. Blessings. God said that I have went before you. And it's so crazy because I'm in a program right now and I've been trying to slow myself down to retain more information. But God said, most importantly, you didn't go create a situation because you couldn't wait for me and you had to bear the fruit of the seeds that you sowed, like Sarah. If you don't notice the story of Sarah in the Bible, Sarah was trying to conceive. And when things wasn't working and she didn't want to wait on God anymore, she told her husband to sleep with the slave is the word that the Bible used. But Sarah, she had her son conceived she moved outside of God's time and created a situation and she had to bear the fruit of. And then it says that, Jeremiah 29:11, it says, for I know the plans that I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not harm you, plans to give you hope in the future. And God said, you waited on me. And because you waited on me, you're about to enter Isaiah 30 and 18 English Standard Version season. It says, therefore, the Lord waits to be gracious to you, and therefore he exalts himself to show mercy to you. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are those who wait on him. And then God said that people have been downplaying and animating what's important to you, and you've been clear about the boundaries that you set in places. I told you in the last season that you were about to be called to lead a nation of people out like Moses, but now it's time to get up and go take possession of your land, Gideon. And it's so crazy because in the Bible, when Gideon went to go take possession of the land, people were saying I'm hearing people say like, it's not that deep. And God is saying, yes, it is. Because when it was time to go to war, God had told Gideon to take the soldiers down to the land and lap up the water, and whoever did it wrong was sent home. So yes, it is that serious. And God said in this next season, don't harden your heart. So don't be brief or shallow, because what you're building, there's about to be a season where you're about to be able to negotiate what's not even on the table, just as John and James did. Listen, y'all, it's time to get excited again. It's time to trust God again. It's time to open up books again. It's time to go back to God and put on the full armor. Listen, get excited about what he's doing, because he is not a God that will fail, and he's not a God that can lie. Amen. Prayers go up, blessings come down.